Hello everybody, I am Lumbanraja. Nice to meet you, and now I want to talk about middle school classroom management. One of the most difficult skills to master as a teacher is a classroom management. Unfortunately, if you cannot master this skill, you are not going to survive as a teacher, especially as middle classroom teacher. However, when the school year starts, many first year middle school teachers are pleasantly surprised that their teacher training, they were told how difficult the classroom management level can be and how important to have effective classroom at the middle class level is to be in order to be a good teacher. Yet, during the first day of school, there doesn't seem to be much of a problem. The students look attentive, looking polite, and no one is really talking and passing notes. But then the things start to change. Students start to be nervous, scared, so they sit back and wait. However, by the end of the first week of school or the second week of school, middle school teachers try to be more comfortable. Then they try to test the teacher limits, and then classroom management becomes more and more difficult. At this point, many teachers start to panic and immediately refuse to the environment, reward or punishment. But unfortunately, their element systems are a mistake. They only provide temporary solution to an ongoing situation, to an ongoing problem. Students who respond to the reward begin to do their job, but they only do their job while the reward is involved. While at the same time, the student who is strict or negative intention start to blame and take to the other side of management classroom. The better plan is proactive approach. The proactive approach based on the best management system skills, which aims to make sure that all of the students involved intensely to the classroom. Making behavior action plan. The key to take inappropriate student is to take the student have responsibility for their actions. First, the student must identify the inappropriate behavior, then determine why it is inappropriate. Finally, how he or she plans to stop their inappropriate behavior. The plan asks the students to complete the following 3 statements. 1. I'm writing this because I blah blah blah. 2. This behavior was not appropriate because of what? 3. Preventing this from happening, I plan to what? This must be filled by the students. Then, at the bottom of the handout, make sure that the students have to sign his or her name. By signing their name, the student make a plan or make a promise through their plan. Classroom displays are an integral part of a classroom. They help children feel valued and involved. As a matter of fact, their artwork is often displayed on the walls, but needs framing appropriately. Classroom displays can help. Students are very engaged in their classroom displays. Moreover, school has a number of common areas which can create a welcoming and high-impact impression while the display school's product effectively used. Now we are going to talk about classroom management. The setup of the classroom management is very important to how a classroom is being managed. The teacher also needs to make sure that his or her classroom is arranged to be a positive and productive. The teacher also needs to make sure that their classroom has a positive environment for the students, then the teacher has to make sure that the students to be placed to a good arrangement that will keep the students focused and don't deter the student from learning. And if it is possible, the teacher desk may be located at the back of the classroom. The aims of this arrangement is that it will help the teacher to make the student-centered classroom. By having the desk at the back of the classroom, the teacher will have the full sight of his or her classroom at all the times. The teacher will only use the desk for work paper. At the same time and of the last time, the teacher will be in the classroom with the students. Best 3 ways to improve the classroom management. Looking for an effective classroom management plan is hard. Students are getting worse due to the variety of difference of factors. So it's no surprise that people everywhere are looking for an effective classroom management plan. Well, an effective classroom management has many elements, but there are 3 things that teacher can do in any times to ensure to get better students' behavior. 1. Stay up positive. Teachers have to think positively because it will make the teachers full of control. If the teachers are negative, then the students will negative. Then it can only the bad ways for the classroom management. What tends to happen if you are in this situation that you take yourself into the vicious circle. The more negative that you become, the more badly behaved student become. Take out from the bubble and try to think and remember why you become a teacher in the place. If you can walk to the classroom with a smile on your face, you will get the notification and the positive reaction from all of your students. 2. Praise, praise, and more praise. If you want a good classroom for your students, praise them whenever you have the opportunity. You have to train your students exactly how you want them to behave. The usage of these rules is the best way to create your students to be safe and more moral behaved. The usage of the praise is an excellent way, especially with the worst students in your classroom. If you find the students, even the worst students, that behave in a brief of moment, you have to make praise on them. This is extremely hard to do, especially when the child makes the question that make your life hell for weeks. But if you do this, you will find and you will get the improvement for their future behavior. The last best way to improve the classroom management is use of the language, use of the choice of the language. All of the teachers have to use and have to choose the best language while teaching and promoting their student in a classroom management. You can say, I can this overstate is enough. Instead of telling children to do something, you have to tell that you want them to do and to choose something. This is the powerful and incredibly the good result for your teacher and classroom management. 5 classroom management tips to silence a noisy class. Here I want to share you the 5 tips to handling a noisy class. There are 1. The first thing that you have to remember is that you are the boss in the classroom. 2. Have definite rules on noisy. 3. Control the entire of the classroom. 4. Have the certain work is ready for them when they enter the room. 5. Asking for the noisy and the too noisy. In conclusion, the arrangement of the classroom is a very urgent part of how well the student interact and learn to their classmates and then their teacher. If a classroom is disorganized and clustered, it will be a kind of a hard for a student to take, learn, and notice for new skills. Plus, the teacher needs to take a long time to make sure his or her classroom is set up for learning, because it doesn't matter and it's not important however your lesson plans is complete and ready to be presented. Okay my friend, that's all my explanation about middle school classroom management today. Thank you for watching this video and good luck for our class. Thank you.